Alright, to transform... What's his name again? Bombshock. Got the box down there. Transform Bombshock. You gotta unpeg his arms right here. So they got this little slot and a little tab. Doesn't really hold too well, but whatever. You're gonna grab these little pieces right here and fold them down. Only one really has a decent hold. Look at that. You're gonna take his arms and put them down. Grab his turret. Actually, no. You're gonna take his turret and pull this up real fast. You're gonna lift up his arms, flip up his whoa, and turn him around. There we go. Some modesty, man. Turn his turret back around. Put this back up, as the instructions say. Separate his feet. And pull them out. So, there's Bombshock. Well, that's how the directions say to do it. Or actually, can I tell you to put these forward? I have my own way. Or I'll pop this back out and lay these flat. So it kind of gives them this more combat-oriented appearance, in my opinion. Or also, you can flip these back easier for like a almost like a jetpack or a docile mode. Like he's not in combat. And then whoa. So yeah. Articulation. His turret can still move as a backpack, so you can play around with that. His guns have full movement. Shoulders are on ball joints, can move all the way around, as are his elbows. No wrist movement at all. He can rotate the hips, but only when he's flashing you, and his backpack kind of blocks it. Oh my god. Raise this up to get any semblance of knee movement, which they don't like to move up very far. Legs do swing out until they get caught on something. And he has knees. And you can kind of pretend he has a foot joint, I guess. But yeah. That's Bombshock. I'm honestly not surprised if anything falls over at this point with these guys. So, to talk complaints real fast. Bombshock's connector pegs are never hidden on his arms. His legs they're stored right back there, but his arms they're always out. I mean, I guess you could say they're a weapon right there, but that really does irk me. It really bugs me a lot. Secondly, I already mentioned with shit kicker that loose thing. The rest of the limbs really don't bug me so much, just the fact that they don't really transform. But my major complaint with this guy has got to be the fact, his size class. He is short. I mean, he's really short in this mode. If I can get him to stand, you little bastard. Stand. Yeah, I can play. He hates to stand. Okay, I'm not gonna touch him. I don't think he'll stand then. But to give you a comparison, here's Drift. Drift is a deluxe. Drift towers over him. So I guess I'll make this guy's basics. I don't know the exact size chart fully yet, but I think that makes him a basic. If I'm wrong, tell me in the comments. So yeah, Drift towers over him in that mode. So I don't know if you like to mix and match your toy lines like I do. You might have to get creative with that. So on to getting these guys into the reason I bought them, combined mode, which it's still technically Bombshock, but I honestly refuse to call him Bombshock. I've been calling him that for the review, just for everyone's sake who would search for it. I call him Bruticus. Yes, I did the bad Japanese impression I have for him, because I went and watched Super Link, the Japanese version of Energon, and it's much better. So it's Bruticus Maximus, or just Bruticus actually. Okay, so transform this guy into his torso mode. Step 1. It's easier to do from robot. Step 1, you gotta reverse his guns like this. Have them pulled back all the way and reversed. Step 2, you're going to take his legs and fold his feet in. You're going to go around the back. They're kind of tight joints. You're going to pop out his leg connector ports. And I don't really know if you guys can see it, but there's this little tab right there that connects into the leg. So you hear a nice little pop when it goes in. Just a little pop. You're gonna turn his legs around. Actually, before you do all this, turn the blade top of his torso around. Like, okay, I messed up. Turn this around first. Turn that around first so it's up like that. Then turn his legs so this silver part is exposed. Okay? Then pop it up and put them like that. I could probably edit that out, but I don't want to deprive my friends who are also subscribed to me the chance to make fun of me for that. So it's staying in. Alright. Now what you're going to do, this is kind of the tricky part. You're going to hold him like this. And you're going to take his back. And you're going to have to keep moving his arms out of the way. And you're going to force this piece up. Force that up so the head pops out. And you turn the head around. Combaticons! And there's a little tab right there. You get his arms like this. And there's a little slot right there. You're going to pop it in. Hear a nice little pop again. And for all my complaints about this guy, he does have, or Bombshock at least, does have very nice combination joints when he pops in. It's very, very tight. So that's his torso mode. I was actually expecting that to stand. Okay, let's get these guys combined. So first, take Tankor here. And this is what I do. You're going to take his turret and rotate it around so it's like that. And you're going to put it on either arm. I prefer to have him as the left. My left, anyway. You're just going to plug it in and it's automatically going to grow into arm mode. You're going to take Dual Blast, or whatever I named him. Right in there. Surprise butt sex! Plug it in for the awesome arm. Like I said, I love this arm. It looks so awesome arm. Zoom out a bit. Okay. Gonna take roll cage. And again. Surprise butt sex. That. And now for the difficult part. You're gonna take shit kicker. You're gonna point his missiles toward one direction, whatever direction for the foot he happens to be on. You're gonna hold him right here. And you're gonna push that in. And I need to glue this thing because it's such a loose fit, but that gives you that leg. I'm honestly tempted to somehow just find another one of these two, because I like these limbs much better. It stays on much better. And he's very difficult to pose in this mode, honestly. It took me 10 minutes to get him standing before I filmed this. Gently set him down. And because mine has the weak connector right there, these little feet, toes and heel on him, are loose, so he'll kind of lean back. But here is Combaticons. And I guess you're going to make me talk articulation on him, aren't ya? Yay. I have to move him. Just pick him up. Articulation-wise, he has no elbows at all. Just no elbows. His arms go like that. They can go all the way around. His fingers are just kind of loose claw. And even this arm looks better when it goes up. There's more menace to that. Guns can still move. His head can actually turn all the way around now. Arms can move up. Legs, they can move out at the hip, but they can't go out at this angle. They can swing out, and they can bend at the knee, but it's just the legs themselves just are tricky to stay in. So I tend to avoid even touching his knees when the legs are on. he actually, if you lift up his, I guess, tabard, I don't know, I call it a crotch guard. He can rotate at the hip. His crotch guard back down. And that's Bombshock with the Combaticons, or Bruticus, as I'm calling him. He's serving as my temporary Bruticus / Ruination figure until I can get my hands on my own. Let me kind of zoom in. Get a nicer view. And all in all, he does actually look very, very nice in this mode. This is actually the mode you would pretty much want to display him in, this combined form. If not just for that awesome arm. I love this arm. I can't get over just how nicely it's sculpted. And Decepticon symbol-wise, it's still dual blast symbol right. Careful. Right there on the shoulder. Pretty much there, and right there below the chest armor. And that's basically it for symbols that are highly visible, and I actually like that, just having, you know, that one right there and that one right there. It's very, very simple. Honestly, it kind of adds to the menace a bit. And your complete aside, this guy is actually a very nice figure, and I would recommend you pick him up just to be careful with this leg. If they're all like that with that weak joint, let me know in the comments. And this guy's armed to the teeth. He's got 2 gigantic missiles there, what appears to be smaller missile ports, a double barrel blaster here, Gatling guns and 2 rockets there, and a blaster there, 2 cannons here, and, you know, mini-con ports to plug in more guns. So, I don't know, if you wanted to, Leader 1, again, I like Leader 1. Plug him into the back right there, fold him out. He has a gun hat. Okay, never mind. Buy this toy. He has a gun hat if you connect a mini-con to the top. Gun hat. Gun hat. Oh, please don't fall. Oh, for Cthulhu's sake, don't fall. Yeah. Back in the comparison with my good friend Drift. Now the size is a little better. I really wish they had just made him a deluxe class like Drift was, so that Bombshock was the same size. Because they really would have made a lot nicer transformations. And it would have been such a... probably would have been a perfect figure then. And you know what, that just seems to be my issue with Transformers as of right now. They keep putting these guys as a class size too small. He should have been leader class, and he should have been deluxe class. It would have looked so much nicer. But complaints aside, the PowerCore Combaticon is actually a very nice figure line. I can actually recommend it if you're willing to overlook the few flaws they have, and you know, just have fun with it. Actually a fairly nice toy. That is all for today's review. This is King Vile, signing out for this review.